Thrashin was real. Two separate skate crews battling out for the territory of what spots were hot.
My name's Steve Badillo. I ride for Tony Alva. I've been sponsored by Tony Alva since 1989. I turned pro for him in '94. This is Jesse Parker.
I ride for Gravity Boards. I remember Thrashin since I was a kid. It's my favorite movie.
The Daggers.
I was in with the Daggers and the Ramp Locals. It's like my dream to be like them.
My name is Brad Edwards. I've been riding longboards for about 15 years. Kind of puts me in a unique category. It's kind of my niche. It's something that has gotten popular in the last 6 years, I would say 7. But I grew up kind of surfing and watching the Thrasher type skaters who were more surf style is what they call it now. And it was something that just I kept doing, and some companies came out, like Gravity, who I ride for now, and they've promoted us and sent us around, and now I get to sign stuff and skate, and I mean, it's all about fun. It's everywhere now, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and we owe it all to those guys, all my little heroes.
It's like my dream to be like the Daggers. They were the hardcore crew.
Yeah.
They had all the moves, they skated their house.
The attitude that the movie and the Daggers were portraying rubs off on a lot of skaters from that whole generation to now. I mean, really the skateboarding attitude, that's just what skaters are. And the movie portrays that. You know, we kind of look up to that. You know, we want to be rebellious, thrash and destroy our spots.
Thrashing to me was an evolution because there were parks like this. The most notable is Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Changed everything. Everyone moved from the West Coast to New Jersey, and then it got tore down. And that's about when Thrashin came out, when everyone was just thrashing, just pissed on the streets. Thrashing to me changed everything. After that, things flowed on the street, then it was street thrashing.
It was one of the only movies of the time. And it was a Hollywood representation of the way skateboarding was, essentially, you know? I mean, sure it was a made-up story about the two different crews and how these guys were hardcore, but there are hardcore crews. You can go to a skate park and see some guys pushing the rollerbladers out of the way because they're number one, you know?
Throwing their board at bikers.
That's what it's all about, you know? They're just a crew of guys.
Guys who will take the beer out of your hand and drink it.
It's awesome.
They were telling me how much they love Thrashin and how they grew up watching this movie. I was telling them how much I love making this movie, being part of this world, and Skate Lab is just like, you know, the future of skating, 2003.
We're standing here in front of the Bowl at the Skate Lab, which is an indoor skate park here in Simi Valley, California, just north of LA, and it's a good place for kids. I'm one of the owners. Myself and my partner Scott, we've just been skaters our whole lives, and we just pulled our resources and made it happen. You know, really, we just did what we like to do, and we're not going to be rich doing this, but at least we get to come to work and deal with kids and skateboard every day. I think skating's huge right now, and there's tons of kids and older guys, since like you said, Thrashin was from '86, those guys now are taking their kids to go see the skate movies and stuff of today. So it's definitely more entrenched into this society, and definitely no one can call it a fad, which it got called for years and years. Definitely a sport. That's awesome.
It was one of the only movies of the time. You know, there were skate videos, but this was a
Movie.
movie skate movie.
Yeah.
And it actually kind of depicted the way of skateboarding. You know, it wasn't like
And entertaining. You
some
still watch it all the
Hollywood
time.
misrepresentation. It was a Hollywood representation of the way skateboarding was.